In the history of warfare, we often hear tales of grand armies clashing, where sheer numbers seem to decide the victor. But what happens when overwhelming force meets unmatched skill? Let's dive into the incredible story of Ludmila Pavlichenko, a woman who proved that precision can be deadlier than a platoon. The year is 1941. Operation Barbarossa has just been launched, and the full might of the German war machine is crashing against the Soviet Union. In the city of Odessa, a 24-year-old history student named Ludmila Pavlichenko decides she can't just stand by. She walks into a recruiting office, determined to join the fight. The recruiters, seeing a young woman, try to steer her towards being a nurse. But Ludmila had other plans. She presented her sharpshooter certificate, proof of her skill from a local marksmanship club. Reluctantly, they let her try out. They gave her a rifle and pointed to two distant targets. She hit them both effortlessly. They were convinced. She was assigned to the 25th Rifle Division. Ludmila was handed a Mosin-Nagant rifle, a simple but reliable bolt-action weapon. It wouldn't be long before she saw her first action. Near the village of Belyayevka, she faced her first two enemy soldiers. She later confessed that the first time she had to take a life was the hardest, but she knew it was them or her comrades. She raised her rifle, held her breath, and with two precise shots, the threat was neutralized. The legend of Lady Death had begun. Unlike a regular soldier in a firefight, a sniper's job is a lonely and patient one. Ludmila would spend hours, sometimes days, in a single position, motionless, enduring scorching heat, freezing cold, and relentless rain. She would lie in wait, studying enemy movements, identifying high-value targets like officers, messengers, and other snipers. Her battlefield was a deadly game of chess, where one wrong move, one glint of her scope, could mean instant death. During the brutal 8-month-long siege of Sevastopol, her reputation grew. The Germans knew they were being hunted by a phantom. They started deploying their own elite snipers, specifically to counter her. In one legendary duel, she engaged in a 3-day standoff with one of Germany's best for 3 days. Neither moved, waiting for the other to make a mistake. Finally, the enemy sniper made a slight shift, and that was all Ludmila needed. It was over in a fraction of a second. Upon inspecting his position, she found his logbook. He had over 400 kills to his name. He was a master, but she was better. By the time she was withdrawn from combat due to a shrapnel wound, her official count stood at 309 confirmed kills, including 36 enemy snipers. Think about that. They brought entire battalions, artillery, and tanks. She brought a rifle and an unwavering eye. Her 309 shots didn't just eliminate soldiers. They sowed chaos and fear, disrupting command structures and grinding advances to a halt. After her injury, Ludmila's role changed. She became a symbol, a powerful voice for the war effort. She traveled to the United States, Canada, and Great Britain, becoming the first Soviet citizen to be welcomed at the White House by a U.S. president. standing before crowds. She wasn't just a soldier, she was a history student, a wife, and a mother who had answered her country's call. Her message was simple and direct, urging the Allies to open a second front in Europe. Her quiet strength and undeniable record left a lasting impression. Lyudmila Pavlichenko's story is a testament to the idea that true strength isn't always about numbers. It's about skill, determination, and the will to stand firm when everything is on the line. She showed the world that one person with enough precision and courage can change the course of a battle. Her legacy reminds us that heroes come in all forms, and sometimes the deadliest weapon on the battlefield is a steady hand and a sharp mind. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as incredible as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more tales of amazing individuals from history. See you next time.